Morning, it's Captain Brett. We're about to head out to do some stone crabbing. We have all our equipment set. We also have our bait, which is pig's feet. You can get those from a variety of purveyors. They last a good long time. It's a little bumpy. They change the forecast as they inevitably do. If you happen to be a meteorologist or work for NOAA, punch yourself square in the face because you stink at your job. You're inevitably wrong. No one likes you. So anyway, we're at about 10 to 15 on a northwest wind. We're going to poke our way out there. I'd like to get to 50 feet to do a little bit of fishing and drop 3 crab traps on what I know is good hard bottoms. I've dove it many times. It's late in the season, and the inshore crab fishery is probably getting a little bit saturated. But we'll see. I'm not going to pound out to 2 to 3 foot sea. We'll see how it's going to go today. But here we go. We're about to pick up our first, or go buy our first crab set and take a look at it. And I'm going to drop the others. Let's talk a little bit about how to approach it and safety. So every boat has a lanyard, which is right here. Occasionally, I'll do this by myself. There's going to be few things you do on a boat that's more dangerous than being a boat on yourself, where you're trying to grab something that is stationary while you're leaning over a gunnel. And in my case, I go all the way back to my aft deck. I have a deck back there that I stand on. And on a day like today, that's pretty sporty. Again, the weatherman, they stink. Next time you meet one, just smack them. Don't even say why. Just pow right in the face. Because this should have been a 1 foot day and it's not. And it's irritating because I had other plans, but we're going to roll with it. So it's important about how I approach this crab buoy. If I come into the wind and I grab the crab trap, and particularly if I'm by myself or if I'm not by myself, now I put myself in a position where I'm pulling up all that rope and my boats come into it. And where's the rope going? Well, it might be going into your engines, it might be going into your trim taps. But if you come with the wind, you're assured to have that crab trap behind you at all times. It'll be safer. Luckily, I have my daughter Marina with me today, and she is going to use our boat hook or gaff to grab the crab trap. I'm going to grab it, bring it in safely and cleanly all the way to the back. All right, guys, pulled our first trap. Let's see how we got. A very good pot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crabs with some really big ones like this guy here, this one. And again, we're going to take 1 claw. That is so cool that I'm going to harvest this crab. I'm going to enjoy the flesh. I'm going to take 1 claw. I'm going to let it go, and it's going to regenerate. I mean, don't we wish we could regenerate an appendage? It's absolutely God's miracle that we have this amazing fishery here in our backyard. This is available to you at Free Spirit Adventures. Put a link on that somehow. Here.
Right here. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Click it. Yeah.
So that'll be there. So I'm going to be able to take folks out and do this, particularly for kids. You have kids that are interested in critters. They like crabs. Do they like to hear a story about how things are? I know all there is to know about them. Okay, so we got into some different species of crab. This is called a calico crab, sometimes referred to as a shame-faced crab. You see how he's hiding his little face? Not very aggressive. They don't reach out and pinch you. For whatever reason, I haven't found that if I catch an abundance of these crabs, I don't do that great on stone crabs. And I don't want to keep catching these little guys. So we're going to let all these things go. This probably makes excellent bait. I don't know, I think they're kind of pretty. I'm going to let them go. As you saw in the last trap, we had quite a few calico crabs, 1 keeper stone crab. We took 1 claw and let it go. And it's all about the bottom and substrate, and you know, maybe it's luck. I'll take luck. Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
That is a good pot. Let's see if we can count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or so. Probably 2 dozen. A lot of these are going to be short, and that's perfectly fine. Obviously, I like that spot. So we're going to harvest our claws. and I'm going to set this trap right where it was, and I'm going to let all those crabs go that are too short. The ones that have one claw, I'm going to let them go. So hopefully I'll come back and we'll have some keeper crabs. How long do we check these? Well, it depends on your bait. I'm using pig's feet right now, so I'm not going to be back here for a good 2, maybe 3 weeks. You know, give them plenty of time to grow. I have an abundance of crab to eat and to turn into art. All right, so this is pretty amazing. Look how small the body of that crab is compared to his claw. And I'm 6 foot, about 215 pounds, and the size of my hand compared to the size of the claw. Now there's ways to do this, and like a commercial crabber will do it in like a half a second. I am not a commercial crabber, don't pretend to be. I use a knife, I get into his joint, I wiggle it around, and he will pop that claw off willingly, thinking, oh no, someone's getting my claw. And that's what happens when a big fish or something else gets a hold of a crab, it detaches. They do that on purpose. So we're going to throw this guy back. He's going to grow that claw back, and it's a perfect system. Okay, so we did pretty good. Out of 5 traps, we got 25 claws, and we only took 1 claw each crab. So the commercial folks, they typically keep both. I don't. I want them to be able to defend themselves. And the thing is, I put the crab back exactly where I got them, and maybe they'll be there, maybe they won't, maybe they'll swim away. But this is an abundance of crab. Look at the size of my hand, and look at that crab. The fun of coming out here, I came out here with my daughter. Wasn't the day we hoped for regarding weather, but you know what? You suck it up and you just do it anyway, and you have a good time. So we're finally going to eat a sandwich at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because we've been very busy. And then we're going to go back home and start to process these. And you cook them immediately. You don't put them on ice. We'll cook them immediately and decide what we're going to do with them. But I'm pretty sure I know what I'm having for dinner. And it's all about the bottom and substrate, and you know, maybe it's luck. I'll take luck. Check it out.